Hello, I'm Debbie Baff and I'm the Membership and Professional Development Manager for the Association for Learning Technology. So this video is all about open digital badges. So I've been asked to tell you a little bit about what they are and what we've used them for at the Association for Learning Technology. I'm also going to share my screen with you so that you can see what a live open digital badge looks like as well. So just to explain what it is, as far as I kind of think about it, it's a clickable digital image. So it allows you to evidence various skills and knowledge and behaviour, and it has a lot of metadata that's baked inside the badge. So once it's in, you can't kind of get it out. So it's a really robust way of sharing this information. And all of this metadata tells you who the earner is. It shows you the criteria and the evidence that's linked to that particular badge. And then you can link to all sorts of things like images and text and blog posts and videos, all sorts of things really. So we've been working with the Open Badge Factory since March. And since then we have issued something like 5,000 badges since March. So the Open Badge Factory is a platform where we create our badges and then we issue them directly to our members. So as you can see on there, they have a really good reporting system. So it allows me to track how many badges I've issued and also then which badges have been accepted and where they've been shared as well on social media. It's really, really helpful. So the first badge that we wanted to issue was to recognise our associates and our individual and organisational members, but also those members that serve on our Alt Assembly Committee, which is our main governing committee. And once we issued these initial member badges, we then moved on to think about things like, well, how do we evidence additional volunteer work? So, for example, some of our members act as editor for our blog. So we wanted a way of issuing a badge that would show this sort of hidden context that the editor actually undertakes, so all the hidden work. So when you click on one of these editor badges, it takes you to a criteria page which lists all of the various sort of unseen work that an editor does, really. You know, it's really involved. And on a similar vein, we also wanted to be able to evidence people who contribute to our blog. So when somebody writes a blog post for us, they'll receive one of these badges and it will directly link to that particular blog post that they've written, which is really useful for evidencing in terms of their CPD. So and appraisals and things like that. And along the same vein, then we thought, well, it would be really good to recognise contributions from our members who undertake volunteer presentations for us. So we undertook a webinar series this year. So every sort of 2 weeks or so, we had a volunteer member come in and present on all sorts of different topics. So we have issued a presenter badge. So that badge recognises who that presenter is, what they've done and when they've done it. And then also anybody that attends each of those webinars will receive a specific badge for that specific webinar, which we thought would be really helpful because sometimes you attend webinars and, you know, if you attend quite a few of them, it's difficult to remember what you've attended and when and what it was really. So this kind of stuff is all captured there within the metadata for this. So it's all outlined on the various criteria. We've had quite a good uptake on our CPD webinar badges as well, but it is early days, so I'm hoping to do some qualitative research to pull this back in and find out what people actually think about them. So in terms of other badges that we've done as well, we've issued some for our conference, so our annual conference that we run. So there are badges for speakers and for delegates, and also to recognise work that people do to help us deliver the conference. So in terms of the co-chair or the committee. And again, the criteria demonstrates the kind of the in-depth stuff that people do really. So we wanted a way to be able to recognise all of these hidden events and make them much more visible. So in terms of quickly showing you what a badge actually looks like, I'm just going to show you an Open Badge passport. So this is the sister version to the Open Badge Factory. This is a way of storing all of your badges, really. And I have this as a from a personal point of view. So I'm just going to show you. I'm going to share my screen and show you how they work in practice. So bear with me a second. Okay, so this is my Open Badge passport. I'm just going to make that big so that you can see it. So I've been earning badges since about 2014, so I've actually got quite a lot now. I've got something like over 100 badges. So it's as I said, it's a way of capturing all of your professional development. So if I scroll down here, you can see that these are ones that I've earned from being part of the Association for Learning Technology and attending various webinars. And there's the member ones that I was talking about before. And there's lots of other different ones that I've earned from other organisations. So, for example, being part of the Open Badge Factory and creating badges, I've also earned badges to show that's a bit meta, but to show that I've actually issued badges. These are some of the ones that I've earned for various skills. I think these were done when I was at Lancaster University. So you can see on here the digital skills training. What's good about it is when you actually click each of these things, it will take you through and it'll show you, as I said, the date when you earned it and what you did to actually achieve those. Now, I can click on any of these particular badges and I can share them on social media. Or you can also put them on things like LinkedIn. So I was just going to show you. So for example, this is one that I've earned here. This is contained within my Open Badge passport, but I've actually uploaded this to my LinkedIn profile as well. So as you can see on here, it shows as a license and certification on here. And if I click the C credential, that will take me back to my Open Badge passport view, and it shows you that it's come via Credly, which is issued by the Learning and Performance Institute. So again, you can see all the various criteria involved in that. So I hope that's given you a bit of an idea. Sorry, it's a bit quick. I'm more than happy to have a chat with anybody that wants to talk about Open Digital badges. I'm no expert by any means, but I have been involved with them for a while, and I do really like them. So please do let me know if you have any more queries. And I'm just going to get my Twitter handle there for you, because that's probably the easiest way to get in touch with me. So thanks very much and enjoy the conference.